networking maniac. I am using Twitter. I'm using Facebook. I'm using MySpace. I'm using YouTube. One of my goals for 2009 is to get more heavily involved in Blog Talk Radio and Ustream for the radio live radio and live radio and live TV. And the reason why I'm so excited about that stuff is because, when people see you, I get emails that say, "Oh, I love your energy. Oh, my goodness, I really connected with what you were saying. Thanks so much." And it's not even so much about them buying something from you or, joining your business. People will just comment and give you a good pat on the back because they feel you a little bit. And that has kind of propelled me into, enjoying talking to people and, getting to know how I can help them better. So social media is one of my major tickets that I'm using now, and I'm going to, be working on some things to get it even stronger for 2009. I'm still doing articles, so I definitely, use those. That's what I'm doing now. And as far as and YouTube videos. YouTube videos are huge for people that understand how powerful video is as it relates to rankings on the search engine. It is huge. And if you have a great video where you're just sharing some information and you know how to put certain keywords in your tags and use those different things, then your video can shoot right up there in a matter of hours. I mean, I've done videos on, oh, my God, I just did this video 4 hours ago, and look, it's on the first page of Google for that particular keyword. So YouTube is huge for me. And as far as my team is concerned, many of them are capitalizing on YouTube as well, the social media aspect. And, I've got quite a few people now that are really, really tapping into Craigslist. I mean, I had a guy that did a couple postings on Craigslist and had 25 leads come in like overnight. And, prior to that, he was, struggling for one or two a day. So, all these different strategies where you're interacting with people. And mind you, all this stuff is free. I haven't even talked about doing a pay-per-click campaign or, doing a newsletter campaign. It's just strictly from the free aspect of things. You could literally take your business from from nothing to something. So that's kind of where I'm going with the social media. I still do solo ads and the newsletter marketing because I learned that from my good friend Daegan Smith. And so I share with my team on that as well. Like, don't forget about some of these other things as you begin to draw in some income from using your social media. You should be reinvesting into your business with advertising in the form of solo ads and, pay-per-click campaigns, that more direct mail type.
If you're given advice, you just say, okay, I'm going to go do it. Mm-hmm. And one of the biggest pieces of advice that I tell people once they have a team is to get everyone involved in a co-op. What was the response of your team members to doing a co-op?
Well, first, can I go back one teeny smidgen? When you first told me to do it, I was petrified to do it.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm asking this now.
Oh God. But my team, okay, I didn't know what the heck I was doing, and all I know is he said, okay, look, here, it's a 7-day thing here. This is what you're going to say. Send it out. Just do it. And I did it. I think, what was my first? I think we accumulated maybe $800 or $900 that first time I did the co-op. And
so
I was.
Had you not done that, that would have been $800 or $900 that you guys wouldn't have had to advertise or in a controlled fashion. Absolutely.
I was scared to death. I'm like, these people, everybody's so scared of everything. These people aren't going to give, $75, $100 for the co-op or whatever it was we charged. But when I saw those things coming in and tally that up and we were, at about that mark, to advertise that month, I was floored. Floored.
I try to speak the truth. See, the thing with that's certain pieces of advice, people will say, "Oh, that's a nice idea. Maybe I'll do that."
Mm-hmm.
But they won't actually do it because they think they're scared. Like you said, you're petrified. But you did it anyway. That's why
right,
I
just did
give you kudos for taking action on it. And the response was, I mean, no one sent you an email that was like, "Oh my gosh, you're doing a co-op. I hate you. I want to get out of the team." They probably all sent emails that were like, "Oh my gosh, you're a godsend."
A whole nother level of fear kind of kicked in with, "Oh my God, what if no leads come in? Now I've got all this money from these people, and what if they don't get any leads? They are going to hate me, and it's not going to be good." And I told you from before, that was the last thing I wanted, was for people to, feel like I didn't help them or didn't like me or something. And you were like, "Just don't worry. Just relax. Yep. It'll be okay."
Yep.
Yep. And it was awesome. I think there were probably about 10 of us in that co-op, and when those leads started coming in, that first 24-hour period, each of us were getting like a lead every 10 seconds. And I believe we ended up, because of course different people had different shares in the co-op, but for the people that just had one share, I believe people ended up with like 75 to 100 leads. And then people that had 2 shares or 3 shares were, of course, double that or triple that. So it's an experience that, I'll never forget, and one that I know that my team will never forget as well. Now, of course, not every co-op will be, that home run hit out the park, but the experience of having one that works now can never be taken from any of us. And so the fear to do it no longer exists. And that's getting over that bridge there.
That's why I ask it, is because, number one, if you're not doing it, then there's something you could be doing on your team for your team's success that you're just not doing, because you know it's there, but you didn't do it.
Mm-hmm.
And number two, the result. Okay, you didn't know what you were going to do, but you went through the process. You accumulated a fund that allowed you guys to advertise on a higher level than each alone could have done. And everybody got that's almost, $1 a lead? That's not bad. 75 leads for a share in a co-op is not bad. So I'm hammering home on this because I want everyone listening to this to make sure they have that as part of their plan when they're ready.